we'll discuss 5.9 again.
Okay, I just had a question for our attorney. Do you think there is a litigation risk in doing what we're doing with this?
No, you as a city, a charter city, have the authority under law to prescribe procedures for the adoption and creation of assessment districts. That is a well-settled authority of a charter city. I'd also just like to address a couple of the comments made by Mr. Rukowski. The city attorney has long had the authority under the city's rules to bring forth ordinances to the council, irrespective of being directed to do so by the council. That's an authority that the position has had before I came to city attorney. I would also like just to point out that it was also the city manager who actually asked me to come forth with this ordinance. So that's just a couple points I'd like to make. Thank you.
Mayor Atkin, may I make a comment for the public at home? Or anyone watching? I just want to clarify that this ordinance does not create a PBID, but is simply a procedural exercise so that when a new PBID is created, we're able to move quickly and flexibly. Yeah,
that is true. And I would also just like to point out that by merely adopting the ordinance, you would still then, when you move, if you were to move forward with the PBID, you would have to elect to proceed under your ordinance. So it doesn't, say that you are automatically going to proceed under this authority that's provided to you. You could say, you know what, we don't want to proceed under our own laws. We're just going to proceed under what's provided already under the general laws of the state.
Okay, Ken.
Yes, it's true. The city attorney has long had the opportunity to bring ordinances to council, and that's what a policymaker does. A policymaker decides it's going to be 15 years. That is a policy decision. Even the city manager doesn't have that authority. It's supposed to be directed from the city council, and it hasn't been adhered to, and it's a time that it should be adhered to. And then with respect to the PBID, no, it doesn't create a PBID, but once you send out the vote, you're making a final decision. So, you're going to make the final decision sooner. State law only allows for 10 years, so without notification to anybody who's paying the assessment, you're going to increase it to 15 years. Now you're going to go out in a few weeks or a month or so, ask people to vote for this. And the first thing I'm going to say, well, gee, they extended it to 5 years, didn't even ask you whether it was important or not. I think it's to your disadvantage to do something by surprise. So it doesn't create the PBID, but it certainly creates an unfair circumstance. Thank you.
Okay.
Again, I would just say you can elect to proceed for 10 years, 5 years, however you want. It just gives you the flexibility to do so.
Is there a motion on this?
I'll move it.
Is there a second?
Scott seconded.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's without exception. Please note that our public hearing tonight has been continued to a future night.